sitting and have a discussion.
Hello there. Thank you guys, Zara, Katherine, and Shelley. Thank you so much for supporting my presentation and be a part of my presentation as remotely and video. So as I discussed with you that my topic is presentation on Monday. We'll talk about the work environment comparative South Asia or Asia with North America. So could you please share some thoughts? How was the experience here? So I would like to start with Shelley. Shelley, you want to say some words, please?
Yeah, and I have to say that I've only experienced the North American culture, right? So I would have to say what I think is best in our culture.
Okay.
And essentially, I think work environment is a positive work environment is based solely on leadership and team. A leader who looks at individuals' outcomes, their work outcomes, as and allows for creativity.
Excellent.
What else? Just productivity, creativity is so much better than that person that manager that looks at or micromanages, let's say.
Oh, okay.
Right? And team, the team that respects one another.
Excellent.
In really respects each other for their areas of expertise, strengths.
Yeah, that's
and
perfect.
And I think too that maybe we could have some more discussion, I suppose.
Yeah, sure. Zora, would you like to say something, please?
I totally agree with what Shirley said.
Okay.
I think it's really, important.
She is your coordinator. She is your neighbor. That's why you agree with her. You can't listen.
No.
Okay.
I mean, just even working here where we all work together is a great example of,
Wow.
everything that you're talking about and discussing. Personally, I've only had experience working in North America, but I think, one of the great aspects of working here is cultural diversity in the workplace.
Can you give us some examples?
Absolutely. Well, the belief of cultural diversity here is that every resource, every employee is entitled to the same opportunity and privileges regardless of their ethnicity, age, gender.
Oh, okay.
Which is a really positive, working environment.
Excellent.
On top of that, this has led to changes in the work environment here, and this is so important. It's a vital characteristic that we need as we move towards a global marketplace, and as we all work together and respect each other, regardless of where we're from.
How was your experience in India? Want to give example of Chaiwala?
Well, yeah, exactly.
So,
well, when I was in India, when I went there for a visit, I've been there twice now.
Okay.
And it was completely different in a work environment.
Oh, okay.
There was what they call their chaiwala, and it was a young child, about 12 or 13-year-old boy, and by the time the boss comes into the office, steaming hot tea is like ready on his desk right here, and whatever sweets or breakfast that he's prepared, and that would never happen here.
Okay, let's go to Katherine. Katherine, do you have some experience back home as well?
Yes.
Okay,
I
great.
actually had the opportunity to work in both Asia and in North America. So I would say that in the Asian workforce, it's very hierarchical, very hierarchy driven.
Okay.
Whereas your boss, you, and then whoever that reports into you. Whereas in North America, it's very informal. It's more casual. So you have the opportunity to talk with your colleagues, to come up with mutually agreeable discussions items or next steps.
Okay.
So also because of that, confrontation and discussion is handled very differently between the two cultures. So
Excellent.
you'll find that in Asia, it's more like this is the way it's going to be, and you sort of agree to what your bosses do, and of course that is constantly changing. But in
Excellent.
North America, I find that you can have a very healthy discussion with your colleagues, regardless of which position you're in, and you truly do respect the values that each person brings in, and that makes point to Zara's diversity point.
Excellent.
And then and you really do dealt with the cultural and then the
excellent.
differences.
And you can wear jeans on Fridays too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Instead of saying that,
Okay.
yeah, and to Catherine's point, the team with common vision, and as I said, respect for each other's areas of expertise and strengths, I think is really important. I think when a problem comes up or something happens,
Excellent.
a mistake that
Perfect.
we don't blame, you don't seek
Excellent.
blame, you kind of view it as a challenge, and go at it to solve
Wow,
it
so
together.
that's a life evidence and witness. Our boss is here. It's telling us, and she does to prove that we got a freedom. We can talk about the work environment and we can discuss it. So thank you so much, guys, for helping me in my presentation for Monday. Hopefully, it's gonna be the best. And thank you once again. Thank you, Josie.